Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Tech2Elevate webinar. We're glad you could be here, whether you're in person or remote. Sorry, if you're watching live with us here or if you're watching on our recorded YouTube channel. We have a whole bunch of different recordings of all of these webinars. If there's anything that you miss, you can go back and watch this webinar on our YouTube channel. And that's one of the resources that we love to have for you guys is all those YouTube channels. We have our Instagram and all of that because we're Tech2Elevate. So we do free one-on-one digital skills training and tech help. We have in-person locations in Erie, in Beaver. I serve in Erie County, all in Western Pennsylvania. We've also worked with clients in Ohio, and actually we now have Caitlin with us from Ohio. Caitlin is a second-year ACC member and will be serving as a team lead this year for ACC. So if you guys have any questions about ACC, she's definitely one of the go-to people. And she's also been incredible helping with Tech2Elevate on the marketing side, doing a lot of virtual client work, and is hoping to start working on in-person client work. So today, Caitlin will be giving us a webinar on growing your business with YouTube. If you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, I'll be here to moderate. I'll be your host. So if you have anything like that, I'll get those to Caitlin. But Caitlin, take it away.
Thank you so much, Benj. Hi, my name is Caitlin Hentz. Today I'm presenting on YouTube. And like Benj said, I'm in the Cleveland area, Parma Heights. That's my information if anyone would like to contact me after this. We're going to go over, today we're going to go over small businesses, how they can use YouTube to grow your online presence and find new customers. You're going to learn how to make a YouTube channel and then some specifics that can help after that. And then at the end of the workshop, we'll share a little bit of resources to gain more knowledge past what I'm able to present today. So something that a lot of people don't know about YouTube is that it's the second biggest search engine and right behind Google. And so billions of people sign into YouTube every month to watch videos. There's the main videos that you think of that are shaped like my video here, but then there's also YouTube Shorts, which are videos that show vertically on a phone. And Shorts average 70 billion plus views every day. So both long form YouTube videos and short form, because shorts are only a minute long, have a lot of eyes on them every day. It's where people discover a lot of new things. More than 500 hours of video is uploaded every minute to YouTube. And so there are channels of all kinds talking about different things, from sharing their crafts, which possibly they have a business of, sharing a day in their life, just all kinds of things. And most people that watch YouTube a lot consume multiple types of content. So there's a big audience potential there. YouTube is also in more than 100 countries and 80 languages. So with this in mind, it's clear that having a presence on YouTube can help build your brand. In today's workshop, we'll cover getting your business on YouTube by creating a channel, adding videos that help you achieve your business goals, and promoting your business with video ads. Let's start with how to create your business channel. So in the top right of the YouTube webpage, you will click Sign In. You can enter your Google account, email, and password. If you don't have a Google account, you can click Create Account. If you have a Gmail, that means that you have a Google account. The thing about that, though, is that your Google account that you use to sign up for YouTube, you can't change. So if you want it tied only to your business and not to your personal email, it would be best to create a Google account and a Gmail just for your business and then sign up to YouTube with that. While you're signing up, you can choose For Myself or To Manage My Business. You would want to select To Manage My Business. And then after signing up, you can sign into your Google account for this, like I said, into any other Google product. After that, you'll click the circle at the top right corner. This is going to be your profile photo, or if you haven't selected one, it'll be the first initial of whatever you signed up with. So if you sign up the page under the business name, then it would be the first letter in that. It will reveal a drop-down menu, which, as you can see there, a drop-down menu is an expanded version of settings where there's more information and more things to choose from. You'll click Create a Channel. When you see the dialog box appear asking you to provide a name for your channel, you can upload your profile picture then or do it later. And then after you add your name, you'll click Create Channel to complete the setup. This is, after you create the channel, a preview of your public home screen. And this is where people will end up most of the time when if you share a link to your channel, this is where they'll end up. You can edit your channel by clicking the Customize Channel button, which will take you to the YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is both where you edit what your channel looks like, and then also where you can upload videos, edit videos, and so forth. The button that allows you to upload videos to your channel, there's one in YouTube Studio, and then there's also, if you see in the top right corner where there's a camera icon, you can film directly from there as well. You can also upload videos from YouTube Studio that have been uploaded, but you haven't published. So this is what you're going to see the first time you click Customize Your Channel. And since there are so many YouTube channels, it's a very worthwhile thing to make your channel really speak out. And it's kind of like your homepage on Facebook. You would want to show some personality and then also give a little bit of context to what your business does. You can customize the layout. So you can customize the way everything's set up on the page. You can customize your branding and information for your channel. You can create playlists, which are lists of different videos, and you can create them for different categories. You can add and edit subtitles, see analytics, which is data about your views, and more. Let's look a little bit closer. After closing the welcome box, you'll see the customization tab. It's highlighted in the left in the screenshot. If you don't have content yet, you won't have much to customize, but once you do, you want to make sure you can come back to this tab. The customizations will attract more viewers. There's a few different subsections that we spoke about first. Let's talk about the layout. You can customize the content from your homepage. So you have the option to add a spotlight, and that's a video that will show up a little bit bigger and automatically start playing when people come to your channel. And you can choose, so that would be a channel trailer. And that video is intended for you to be able to show, hey, welcome to my page. This is what is on my YouTube page, and this is what my business is all about. It highlights whatever you create or whatever your services are and what viewers can expect. For viewers who are already subscribed, which is similar to following a YouTube page or a Facebook page, for those who are subscribed, you can showcase any of your videos. So it won't show again at the top of your page for subscribers who have watched it, that first version where it's introducing you. You can pin any video. So what people tend to do is they pin their most recently published video, or if you're a business and you get a lot of the same question, then you can have an FAQ video or a tutorial pinned there that you know people search for a lot. Second, you can manage sections. Sections allow you to customize what viewers see when they land on your channel homepage. They're made up of videos and playlists and help you organize and showcase content. You can choose up to 12 sections to include on the homepage and order them how you like. So if you have multiple playlists, you can show them in the order that you want, from possibly the most viewed to least, or to the most helpful to your customers, however you want. And you can also promote content that you want to highlight on your channel. The section lets you group videos together to help your audience make decisions on what to watch. So if you have a product, you might want to share specific information about each kind of product that you design, and you can have a section for each one of those. Next up is the branding tab. With this, you can add various branding elements that give your channel a unique look and let viewers know what to expect. You can add your profile picture, as we discussed, and you can also add a channel banner image. This is similar to a Facebook banner. You want to make sure that it gives a visual sense of what your channel is about, and make sure to follow the image size requirements. Banners are, as I mentioned, I commented on Facebook, banners are on most social media pages and websites and all sorts of things, but the size of the photo, whether it's longer or more square, is different on every website, and it changes. So you'll want to make sure that you look at what the dimensions are at the current moment and tailor your photo to that. Finally, if you add a video watermark, it'll appear on your videos on the bottom right-hand corner of the video player. So if you're concerned about people maybe screenshotting your videos and then others don't know where they're from, you can add a watermark. And it's just a slightly transparent version of your logo is what you would do for that. You can choose where your watermark shows and when as well. So it can just show at the end of the video or throughout the entire video. And to add one, you'll scroll down to watermark, click upload, and then choose an image that meets the requirements. Then after that, you'll select publish. Finally, there's the basic info tab. This will probably feel the most familiar if you have a different type of page set up for your business. It lets you edit your channel name and handle, add a channel description, add translations for your channel name, and description in other languages. You can add links to sites that you want to share with your viewers. It might be other social media pages. It might be your website or Google review page. You can add contact information as well, such as an email for people who want to contact you for business inquiries. Once you make changes to any of these tabs, click publish, and those changes will be made live. Here's an example of a well-developed YouTube channel, DIY Creators. Their banner image, profile picture, and spotlight video all give some personality to the page. You can scroll down a little further on the DIY Creators page and see how they organize their content into sections. The first is organized as playlists, and one that's showing here is DIY build and furniture. Before we keep going, one note: once your channel is organized and customized, don't forget to integrate it into your website and social media by posting your video on your company blog or including a link in a marketing email. And you can actually, on your website, if you have one, not only upload the video, but if you upload it directly by putting the YouTube link in, when people click on that, they can be taken to your YouTube page. But either way, it's always a simple way to just link the link to the video. Now that your channel is set up, let's talk about videos. So has anyone here ever created a video or shot one? Even a quick video on your smartphone counts.
I'm not seeing anything from the comments yet, so people make sure that, if you have anything that you want to chime in, definitely feel free to drop that. But I'm sure, I know I've made some videos in school just kind of on my phone, maybe putting a couple things together, cropping it up, but yeah.
Yeah, and when people think back a few years ago, maybe more than a few, I know when I think to my high school days, the phones were pretty blurry, but nowadays phones have gotten to a point where you don't need a fancy camera to start out. You might not even need a separate camera at all. If you have a somewhat recent smartphone, you probably have a camera that's going to do just fine. And this is something that I've heard people who have YouTube, either for a business or because that's what they do for a living, talk about feeling the pressure to buy all this equipment when they first start out, a microphone, a camera, maybe even like a green screen background. And we'll talk about background a little bit later, but you definitely don't need all that stuff. An authentic video that tells your business story will go a long way, even if it's just clear enough that people can really see the quality in it.
Well, and as we just saw from, you going through all the ways that you can customize your channel, is that there's a lot of built-in kind of free ways to make your product stand out, or to make, whatever you're trying to highlight on your channel really shine. So make sure that, you're paying attention to a lot of these ways that you can figure that out. And again, you can always rewatch this if you ever have any questions, or leave those in the comments.
Exactly. And so 91% of small businesses are very or somewhat confident in the videos they create. So know that you don't have to have everything perfect. You just have to be confident in your content. Before you make your first video, think about what you want the purpose to be. What do you want? What story do you want to tell? What is the audience supposed to take away from the video? Do you want them to feel good about your brand, see you as an expert on a topic, connect to your origin story? Whatever your focus is, it can be introducing a product or giving an overview of your business. You want to tailor your video to that goal. If you're still trying to figure out what the goal would be, you can think about what the process is for your service, what you do behind the scenes, how your product works, how it's made, and if one or several of these things help you stand out. There are a lot of popular types of content like unboxing videos where you show what a customer would receive in the mail if they ordered from your business. And people love these both because it shows how something is packaged, especially if there's bubble wrap and everything to prove this company really cares about me getting their product safely, but also just to get that experience and decide whether or not they want to go from there. There's also how-to videos like the DIY page we showed before, but it can also be, instead of a DIY do-it-yourself, more of a behind-the-scenes look at how you make your product or how you go about providing your services. Think of the questions that customers ask you and then try to address those in the videos. There are some basic story types that can help you plan your video. First is the business story. And that is used to highlight who you are, what you do, and why you do it. We're going to talk about that first, and then we'll get a little bit into the product or service story and the promotional story. Product stories move potential customers from being aware of your business to being interested in making a purchase. You want to show how it would improve their life. And then the promotional story is great for announcing special deals or timely information. You want to use this one more sparingly. It works better after customers are aware of your brand. So once you've decided what you want to shoot, make sure to follow these best practices. You want to share a clear and concise message. If there are many things that you're proud of in your business, that's amazing, but honing in on one or a couple aspects is going to be able to share the strongest message with your viewers. You want to make a strong impression within the first 5 to 15 seconds. Those are the most important, kind of like thinking back to English class, the hook in an essay. People are going to decide whether they want to continue watching or click off. Not too much pressure there, but just try to make it inviting. And then your video shouldn't be an overt sales pitch, but it should have a call to action, possibly an offer, or tell them what next step you want to take. It could be to subscribe to your channel to stay up to date with your business. It could be to visit your website, or any number of things. Here are 8 creative techniques that are great for videos. These are the most common, but anything else that you might think of can work. First, we'll start with selfie style. So most of us are familiar with selfie photos. You take a photo of yourself with your front camera, and that would be a vertical video. I mentioned shorts earlier. This can be excellent. You can represent your brand or have someone else represent your brand in the middle, telling the story of what you do. It's simple, authentic, and you can quickly put a message out there. You can do this on YouTube Shorts, or you can do a longer version that's past 1 minute, and that will just be on your page like normal. And as a important note, when YouTube shows these videos, it does show them lengthwise. So while people on desktop will view it, it won't be super small, but it won't be showing up the whole screen. On phones, it will take up pretty much the entire screen. The second technique is choosing the perfect backdrop. Now, I mentioned earlier that you don't need a green screen or anything fancy, but using a flat, solid colored backdrop to showcase your product or the person talking can be very helpful. Something in nature could be great for a business that sells outdoor equipment. Anything really that is possibly bright or create some nice contrast between the person or product and the background is great, as long as you make sure it's not too busy. The third technique is the voiceover. You narrate your video with an off-screen voice. This can be perfect for if you don't feel comfortable being in front of the camera yet, but it can also be perfect just to show benefits, unique features, and more. If you think about Apple commercials and other tech commercials over the years, they often started in the beginning with a lot of videos of someone holding a product, and you certainly see those now as well. But there are also all of those videos where it's showing different sides of the product, a video of the product rotating, so you can see whatever features they want to show. And then there's a voiceover. The person's not on screen. It's just their recorded voice talking about those features. Fourth is point and shoot. This technique is super handy if your video needs more action. It can bring energy and excitement to the content you create. You can incorporate motion by panning and zooming in, which is, honing in on a certain thing. And point and shoot is what you would typically think of when shooting with a camera. Next, we have top down, which is a shot that is taken like this with your phone this way, or camera pointing down. And it can actually create the illusion of the person actually feeling what you're showing on camera. Like you, the viewer, have the product in your hand. Positioning the camera high above your product and filming it on a flat surface is a great way to also show a hands-on product demo. And these types of videos are very popular both for businesses selling a product and for reviewers talking about why you should or shouldn't be interested in a product. Like it sounds, action is useful for products that are more interesting in action. It's a great way to get an understanding of how your product looks, works, and operates. If you think about car commercials, they're always on the road, they're always going through somewhere. And that's nice to show the kind of action that they can take. So that'll really depend on the kind of product or service you're selling. Another way to help viewers understand your video is a technique called told with text. It's similar to a voiceover, but it adds text to the video, highlighting what the narrator is saying. You can also use it with no narration at all, but if you choose to do this, you may want to have an audio track or something else in the background. The last one is animation and motion graphics. It's especially useful if you're promoting a service or a digital product where you don't have anything physical to show. You can use illustrations or motion to show your product's benefits, and it's great for things like software. You can also, it doesn't have to be anything super complicated, but you can screen record something that you're doing on the website or software that you have to show and present that. When shooting your video, it's important to think about space, lighting, and sound. You want to think visually. Your space should be clear of clutter so viewers know where to focus. For a long time, a lot of the people that made YouTube their entire job actually just filmed in their bedroom. But the way that they made this look good is by making sure their bed was made, making sure their room was clear, often using white sheets and a white wall. And while that may not be professional enough for a business page, it's a good example of how you can work with what you've got and really make it look clean. Your space can also reinforce your company brand by including a logo or workspace location in the background. And having enough light is really the most important part of all of this, aside from not having a very messy space, of course. Natural light is amazing, and it's going to look really good pretty much anytime you use natural light. You can film in front of a window to help with this, and position yourself so that there aren't any shadows. You don't want the light to be behind you. Third, sound. You want to think about if there are distracting noises to avoid, how your audio recording sounds. You might want to use a microphone to help. This is honestly one of the biggest parts. Sometimes phones can record very clear audio, but also a lot of people start filming on their phone with a little microphone that plugs into the phone, because you want to make sure that people can hear what you're saying very clearly. It's almost more important, or at least as equally as important as video clarity. You want to speak confidently and not rush through your script as well. One moment. As I mentioned a moment ago, background music. You can actually use the YouTube audio library to find royalty-free production music and sound effects. And royalty-free means that no one owns them. It's not something that you would hear on the radio. And it's important to have a lot of intention when picking these kinds of tracks, because if you find audio elsewhere, which you totally can, it might have ownership. And if it does, then you can have issues using it. So the YouTube audio library is an amazing resource. And it's found exclusively in YouTube Studio. Now that your video is done and you're happy with it, it's time to add it to your channel. If you're in YouTube Studio, you can click Create in the upper left side of the screen next to your brand's account photo. If you're on the channel homepage, as we talked about before, you can click the video icon in the same spot without the word Create. It opens another drop-down menu where you can choose between uploading a video from your device, whether it's a computer or a phone, or going live. And going live is live streaming. So you can actually be recording and have people watching the video at the same time. To upload a pre-recorded video, you'll click the button labeled Select Files and choose the video that you want to upload to the channel. And I want to make a note that it can be easier to do on a computer, especially with the typing in of information that we're about to talk about on this slide. Once you upload the video, it's important to fill in these details. It can help people find it. As I mentioned before, YouTube is a sort of search engine, or it really is a search engine, because people can search for different topics to find videos. And all of this information that you put in the description and the title is going to be used by Google and YouTube to figure out who they're going to present your video to. So you want to make sure that the title is something people are likely to search for. How to is a great start to a lot of titles. And you want to avoid titles like first quarter product launch. It might be very meaningful internally, but that won't mean anything to potential viewers. A description is going to be just that, a description of what is happening in the video. Not a play-by-play necessarily, but just a short and sweet little, very short paragraph about what's going on. And then you can also add keywords that can boost your views and watch time. And in the description, you can also include information like your links to your business website and other things. YouTube will pull 3 screenshots or stills from your video for potential thumbnails. These are the icons that people see when they look at your videos, either on your homepage, your video page, or if your video is recommended to them. And if you don't like any of them, you can upload your own graphic file. Honestly, this is the best choice, as we talked about earlier, and as Benj pointed out, your branding is incredibly important. So having a customized thumbnail with your logo in it can go a long way. And then there are other options as you continue on, including adding the video to a playlist, defining your audience. This is either made for kids or not made for kids. And if it is made for kids, then comments will be automatically turned off. But this shouldn't be the case for businesses. And then also you can restrict your video for viewers over 18. If you have a paid promotion, you identify that there. So if someone paid you to make this video, then you want to make sure you mark that. And then you can enable automatic chapters. Chapters are amazing. They're on the bottom where you're watching the video. It shows different sections of the video so people can jump to them automatically. And if you're showing a process like how you make something or how you set up a website, then it's going to be very helpful for viewers to be able to jump to the specific part that they need. Or if a viewer has watched the entire video before, but they need to come back for a specific tip or a specific question, then they can find that much more easily. You can add tags, which are descriptive words that can help your video be found, especially if it's something that can be commonly misspelled. And then language and caption certification is used to specify the original video language. So you just want to make sure that Google is showing it to people who speak that language. And then you add the place where you recorded it and the recording date. And license distribution to choose whether your video can be embedded on a different website or not. If you're going to embed it on your own website, as we spoke about earlier, then you'll definitely want to have this on. And then something interesting with YouTube Shorts is that people can actually take part of a video and then automatically make shorts with it. It's called Shorts sampling, and it's one of the options under here. If you don't want people to be able to do that, then you would turn that off. Category lets you choose the type of video that you have, whether it's education, comedy, etc. And you'll really want to make sure that the category is something that fits your video so people can find it. And then you have comments and likes and dislikes. So if you want viewers to leave comments on the video, which is generally a good practice, you'll have this turned on. All right. After adding videos, after filling all that out, you can add in end screen and cards. An end screen is an image that will show up at the end of your video to either show some information or just kind of wrap up your video in a nice way. And then it can be added to the last 5 to 20 seconds. You can use them to promote other videos, encourage viewers to subscribe, and more. And your video has to be at least 25 seconds long to have an end screen, but I think that that's going to apply to most of you and most of your videos. Cards make your videos more interactive. They can have polls, links to other channels, and more, and they'll show up as little boxes on the end screen. Or if you don't have an end screen, they'll just pop up on the video as it is playing. You don't have to add either of these, but they can be very helpful. The next step is called checks. Basically, YouTube is going to check that you are not uploading content that is owned by somebody else. A lot of the times, anyone can upload anything to this website, so they need to make sure that nobody's uploading like a full movie. And so it's going to check for copyright claims. And then also if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, which is a program where people can get paid for views on their video, and also suitability. If there is anything that is detected as a copyright issue, you can edit directly in the YouTube studio if issues are found before your video goes live. So when you're originally uploading, it's not going to immediately publish it. It's going to run all these. And if it flags something, you're able to clip that out without having to restart all of this. The ad suitability check allows you to request human review if you think there's a mistake. So basically, it's deciding whether or not that content is appropriate for advertising, and sometimes the system can get it wrong, so you can try to appeal that. Generally, these checks should only take a few minutes, although the ad sustainability check may take a bit longer. And once they're done, if there are no issues found, you'll see a green check mark next to each section. And then, like we said, if there are any issues, not just with the copyright check, but the others, then there will be options to resolve those. And you can learn more about that feature in youtube.com/help. So the next part is about video visibility, who you want to have access to your video. This is very important. Public videos can be seen by anyone using YouTube, just like it sounds, it's public. Then there's unlisted videos and unlisted playlists. These are excellent for businesses. They can be seen and shared by anyone with the link, but they won't show up in search. So if you have some questions that might only be relevant to certain products, or that might clutter up your page if you're trying to do, let's say, a tutorial on if you sell phone screen protectors, if you're trying to do several videos for each model that you have on how to apply that, that might not be the best to publish on every single video on your page. So what you can do is make those videos unlisted, and then on the page where you sell that item, have a link to the tutorial. And then private videos and playlists can only be seen by you and the people that you manually choose, such as your VIP customers. Something to note is that there's a feature called YouTube Premieres. It lets you basically live stream your pre-recorded video when you upload it. So you upload it, and then it starts a room where people can comment things in chat, kind of like this webinar. And then after that, it's just published like normally, but people can look back on that chat. So this can be great. You can answer questions as people are watching it, and then later viewers can come back and watch that. Once it's published, you want to spread the word. You can share your video on email, your website, social medias. You can see that there are direct links or direct buttons in this window to publish it. And you want to make sure that you're proactive about letting people know about your video. If you are worried about sharing too much, unless you're posting every day and making a post on every social media you have with that video every day, you shouldn't worry. The best way that you can promote is by relying on yourself. So, or not relying on yourself, but using the channels that you have when you have them. And then here is, let's talk a little bit more about Shorts. It's new, but reaching a lot of people. We talked about the views that it gets every day, but at this point, it has surpassed 6.5 billion views globally, daily. And it's a great way to create with just a smartphone and the camera in the Shorts app. It's great to, you can access YouTube's audio library through YouTube Shorts, which is great as well. And in beta, you can, right now Shorts is in beta, and Google is gradually expanding the creation tools. So they're going to add more features in the future, but right now it's already in a state where you can film straight from the Shorts tab and then upload it from there.
It's really cool to just see the way that kind of Google is expanding through YouTube and having them grow, so that, you know, like as technology kind of keeps evolving, we're seeing more and more vertical things, if it's TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, anything like that. So to see that Google's kind of giving you something that you can do on YouTube and giving you now more and more ways to edit that, shows that there's like really a lot that you can do, you know, kind of going back to what you were saying earlier, just on your phone, right? You don't necessarily have to go out and buy all this expensive equipment. Just, you know, it just might take a little bit of looking into.
Yeah, and another thing to note that's really relevant right now is that TikTok, something that is just vertical video and was really big and kind of created the boom of these vertical videos, is not going to be available in the United States after some date that's coming up in January. So a lot of people that were on TikTok, a lot of businesses that were on TikTok are moving to YouTube Shorts right now. And it's really going to see even more of a boom after that, because it's going to be kind of one of the only options in the States. And then this video here shows you a little bit about how you can edit it, but it also shows right there that even if you're on desktop or if you're scrolling through your phone, when you're scrolling through videos, you don't have to just find these on the Shorts tab. They'll be put in your recommended videos. And if you are subscribed to a channel, and if people subscribe to your business page, then when they are going through their subscribed videos, your Shorts will also pop up there. So they might not have as much visibility as a normal video, but it's going to still pop up in all their stuff. Whether you're just starting out or looking for ways to improve your channel, the YouTube Creator channel can help. So this is a channel directly dedicated to having tips, tricks, and tutorials on how to create videos and different things that can help you with your channel. That URL is on the screen, youtube.com/YouTube creators. And you can also just search YouTube Creator channel. So let's look at one final way to use YouTube and videos to promote your business: video advertising. First, we're going to look at an example video by Tulane's Closet. So if you can give me one moment to get this started. Can everyone hear this?
Sorry about the snorting.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think we can generally hear it.
Okay, cool.
Normally, after a surgical procedure, pets typically go home with what's called a cone or an e-collar. My name is Stephanie Seiberg, and I am the owner and developer of Tulane's Closet.
Oh, my bad.
Or an e-collar. My name is Stephanie Seiberg, and I am the owner and developer of Tulane's Closet. When I was in veterinary medicine, I had a lot of clients come and ask if there was something else out there that they could use, and that's how it kind of got started. I had an idea. It's a one-piece post-surgical pet garment. The advantages of the Cover Me by Chewy is that they can eat, sleep a lot easier than wearing a cone. They can actually get through their doggy door. They can relax comfortably. Video can show people what it's made out of, how to put it on, how easy it is to use the potty cover. YouTube, it's great for people that are just starting a new business or small business owners like myself, because we're all on a budget. As you see that business is growing, you can always add to that at any time. We have doubled almost every year since we started in 2013. There's so many people now that really consider their pet their family, and they want them to be comfortable. I think a lot of dogs are a lot happier right now.
So that was a lovely video where it really shows that you can show your products and services to your audience, not just tell them about it. As Tulane spoke, she showed examples of what she was talking about, and that really gets the audience paying attention. You already know that YouTube offers a home for your videos, but if you want to, and it does that for free, but if you want to pay, you can reach even more potential customers all over the world. That's what YouTube advertising is. You can connect with the people who matter to you. You don't need to get your ad in front of everybody, just the people you're interested in and that will be interested in what you have to offer. And something that is a bit unique about YouTube ads is that you only pay when they watch your video. And it's not just if they click on it and start watching, but it's if someone watches at least 30 seconds or clicks on your skippable in-stream ad. And so this is an example of that kind of thing. So this is an ad that people can choose to skip, but if they choose not to, or they click on the ad, which will take them to whatever link you choose, then you get paid for that, or you would pay for that, sorry. You can see how you're doing and what to improve with the analytics. And as people are responding to your video ads, you'll know how you're doing and how to get even better. And one excellent thing about this is people, if they click on the video, it can actually take them to the video on your page. And if you have comments on, then people can comment about either questions or interest in it. And that can also give you some more information. Our YouTube formats have been built for all attention spans. And I say our because this is a presentation graciously created and provided by Grow with Google. I'm not with them, but it's very helpful to have these presentations. And then, so the YouTube formats have short ads, which are 6 seconds. And for short attention spans, just a quick bite that you want people to see and hopefully grab their attention. Then there are the longer ads, more of a snack, which are 15 to 30 seconds or longer. And then there are meals, which are 30 seconds or more. There are 5 formats for these as well. Bumper ads are designed to increase awareness. They're just the 6 seconds and viewers can't skip them. So that's a benefit. Even though it's a bit shorter, people aren't able to skip it. And then there's the non-skippable in-stream ads, which are 15 to 20 seconds. And as the label suggests, people can't skip those either. And then outstream ads show on partner websites. So the in-stream show on YouTube, but the outstream show on other websites where I spoke about if a YouTube video is embedded, then an ad can pop up. They're available on mobile devices and tablets, and there's no maximum length. In-feed ads appear on YouTube only, and they're shown to highly engaged users in the discovery and searching phase when they're looking for videos. And then skippable in-stream ads run before, during, or after other videos on YouTube, the display network, games, or apps. And I know you might be thinking games if you're familiar with YouTube, or even if you're not, but YouTube is adding some games that people can play within the app and website. They can also run on YouTube videos embedded on other websites, as I mentioned. After 5 seconds on other web pages, people can skip the ad. So let's look a little bit closer at the bumper ads. It's, so we know that viewers have shorter attention spans and people are likely to abandon longer ads. That's not to say that there's no one who watches entire ads. If you have that great hook and you tailor everything so that it really gets to your target audience, then they might watch the entire thing. But these pre-rolls are good for the folks that might not watch the entire thing. And let's look at this example here.
The next basketball highlight video could cost you up to $1.31 in data. What? Switch to Xfinity Mobile and save.
So, viewers say they're 2 times more likely to buy something they saw on YouTube. So this is really great way to expose them. And the question that is often posed is, can you really say anything worthwhile in 6 seconds? but you can. 9 in 10 viewers recall an ad after watching a 6-second pre-roll. And the best practice is to use bumper ads to remarket to a viewer who may have watched one of your skippable ads. So this can remind them of what they saw before or get them more intrigued in learning more. And it works especially well for highlighting short, memorable messages like this video did here. Then there are the skippable ads, which can be optimized to drive awareness, consideration, online sales, or leads. This is viewers are able to skip after 5 seconds, but the advantages are consumers have a choice. They're not forced to watch content they don't care about. And so while that can feel discouraging that they can skip it, that also means that people who watch the video all the way through are going to feel more connected to it than if they were unable to skip it. And as we mentioned before, you only pay if they watch 30 seconds. So you only pay for those engaged viewers. Let's look at an example. So that was interior design, and it gave kind of a good look at not only this kind of ad, but then also how you can use the YouTube audio library and just text on a screen to still make something that's engaging. There are a couple best practices because users can skip. You want to make sure that it's very attention grabbing. As you saw, they were using motion. The text was swiping across the screen. And that's the kind of thing that can really get viewers to keep watching. And then you also want to make sure something that's very important is to include your brand in those first 5 seconds to get your name out, whether they continue to watch the ad or not. Then there are companion banners, which are an option that can help you drive more clicks. They're offered at no charge when you run a skippable in-stream ad, non-skippable in-stream ad, and bumper ad. So they're frequently offered, and it's you can see up here on the right that ad is going to actually stay there. So even if someone skips the ad and then watches the video they were intending to watch, that video or that ad up in the top right will stay there. And even if someone full screens the video, when they go back out of the video to click on what they want to watch next or look at the comments, then they're going to see that ad. They appear only on desktop devices, so not on phones or tablets. And when the in-stream video ad ends or it's skipped, it stays. And something with this is that you can link a URL. So when they click on the ad, they'll go to a website provided when creating the campaign. If you don't customize the banner, it shows a video wall and links to your YouTube channel. So you can either decide to customize it and have them be taken somewhere else, or just to be taken to your YouTube page. If you upload a video, it creates another doorway into your website and helps drive clicks. So we covered a lot today. Let's do a recap and add some additional resources. You've learned how to create your channel, upload videos, and look at more resources. You want to take time when creating your channel and make sure to fill in as much information as possible. You definitely don't have to do it all in one sitting. You can workshop your description before you are creating your channel. Just have a document open and you can copy and paste that in later. You want to remember that YouTube is a search engine and your channel could be found before your videos. Create and upload videos as you start to build out your channel. Keep it organized and start playlists to help with that organization. Again, it can be really excellent to break these into sections where customers, potential clients or customers can learn specific information that they may be looking for, whether that's if you offer services online, how that works. So you could have a playlist just of online info and other categories. YouTube has creative partners who can help you create video ads. There are different partners depending on what you need help with, if it's video ads, creative ads, what budget you have, if you want to manage it yourself or have them manage it. And the providers listed, an important note is that they are independent parties. They're not affiliated with Google, but they are vetted. And to use a provider service, you have to enter into an agreement with them directly. But it can be really helpful to have someone else to give you some advice. And then if you enjoy video lessons, you can subscribe to the Grow with Google YouTube channel. They have more than just the videos for YouTube channels. They have information on all kinds of Google products and services, covering topics that can help you grow your skills, career, and your business. It can be found at youtube.com/growwithgoogle, or you can just search in that search bar there. And then if you're, this is a little bit aside, if you're looking to start a new career, you can build skills with Google Career Certificates. If you are interested in this, there's these several different topics, but we actually at Tech2Elevate are able to offer some type of scholarship, if you would, for these. So if you're interested, you can contact us directly. And then you can earn a certificate through these in under 6 months. And Grow with Google also has information for teachers, local businesses. It's really an initiative to help people prepare for work, find jobs, and grow their business. Thank you so much for attending today's workshop. Google really appreciates feedback. Benj can attest to this. When we look at these presentations, there's constantly updates and update notes that Google is implementing feedback. So if you want to share your thoughts, it would be appreciated. You can either scan the QR code on the screen or access the survey at the link that is shown. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Caitlin. That was a great presentation. I know we really did cover a lot in there. There was a lot of great information that you provided. So hopefully that'll give everyone, trying to look how to bolster their business or their online presence through YouTube. This will give them a whole bunch of great pieces of advice to build from. And again, you can always rewatch these webinars. And if you have any questions on the specifics of this as you're going through it, maybe something not directly covered in the webinar, both as we were recently named a Grow with Google High Impact Partner. So that's where we're able to provide these videos for you guys and for everything like that. So, we can help on that side, but then also just as Tech2Elevate, right? That's what we do. Free one-on-one tech help. We can help you figure out how to create your videos, how to make those better, how to create ads, anything like that. And going back to Google, we also have the Google Career Certificates, all of this. You can find it at information as I posted in the chat at our website, www.tech2elevate.org. You can find us on social media, Tech2Elevate with the number 2. You can email us, right? Caitlin put her email up earlier, and mine's the same. It's just Benjamin or Caitlin at Tech2Elevate.org. And we're really just here to go out there and meet you where you are with whatever that is, if it's personal growth or business, professional, anything like that.
Yeah, and I got a question about it being recorded. I know you just mentioned that it is, and it'll be posted on our website. But a good thing to note as well is that we actually are working on posting our webinars to YouTube, to our own YouTube page. So we have a little bit of experience with that ourselves. But also there's a backlog currently of videos that are on there already, and then we're working on uploading a ton more, including this one, in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, awesome. So we're really looking forward to seeing you all again, whether it's in more of our webinars that we plan on definitely continuing in the new year, or if it's, watching our videos or however else you want to reach out. So thank you all for attending.
Yeah, thanks, guys.